Each soul has a gift from God to bring to earth, whether it be a beautiful voice or something as simple as a charismatic smile. Each should be honored for its gifts. One's path and destiny often include these special talents as one's mission is revealed. Every soul who comes to earth is on a mission from God, but few realize it because of the volume of karma accrued in past lives. Missions are revealed when karmic slates are clean. Consequently, many souls remain frustrated, for they understand intuitively that there is something they must do, but they cannot see the picture clearly when the veils are down and vagueness prevails. As soon as karmic debts are paid and tests of initiation are passed, missions are revealed. Summary of this chapter: reincarnation, or the belief that we live, die, and then return to the physical world, is a process for learning how to live and grow spiritually until we have reached the stage of becoming one with the divine. Reincarnation is the process by which we move to higher levels of consciousness and mastery. We move through phases of soul development as we learn Earth's lessons, and these phases are evident in our levels of vibration and color. Karma is the balance of positive or negative credit that we accumulate for our thoughts, actions, and behaviors. Karma is accumulated by individuals, groups, and nations. After death, we appear to move through a process of assessing our learning, gaining new information, and identifying the lessons and situations which can best meet our needs in the next incarnation. We are sent to Earth with a group of 1,000 souls, and we cannot progress until each member of our soul group has progressed. This is true until a person attains the behaviors of the fifth dimension. Our missions are revealed when our karmic slates are clean. Next chapter, Chapter 5, Human Energy Systems. By remaining in your power, you do not become a static energy system, one that hoards energy to itself. You become a stable energy system, capable of conscious acts of focus and intention. You become a magnet for those who are illumined and those who would want to be. Thoughts from the Seat of the Soul, Gary Zukav. Each of these chapters starts with a saying from some author or someone. Okay, human energy systems. Most people are aware of the importance of food as a source of our energy. We continue to become more conscious of the types of food that best serve our energy needs, and the addictions or behaviors that reduce them. Energy, or the strength or power to function and work, is vital to our survival and to our ability to realize the products of our creativity. Many people are also aware of the ways that movement and exercise serve to increase our overall energy. These sets of connections, relationships between nutrition, exercise, and energy, are observable as part of our physical world, and we accept and understand their importance in our lives. There are, however, other energy sources we have and use that are not so visible. We function within numerous systems of multiple energy fields that most individuals are not consciously aware of, and yet these systems are essential to our well-being. They also are essential for extending our spiritual growth. Knowledge of these not-so-visible energy systems is not entirely new. Thousands of years ago, Hermes, who articulated many of the universal laws, defined aspects of one of these systems and referred to them as chakras. There is also evidence of partial knowledge of this system, as well as other human energy systems, in the Chinese, Indian, and Native American cultures. Examples include the study of such things as acupuncture, Tai Chi, and the ability to accomplish tasks normally described as impossible. Ancient Tibetan scriptures report as many as 72,000 energy channels contained within the human body system. During the Dark Ages, much of this knowledge was lost and was perpetuated only by the secret mystery schools. It was not until the early 1900s that theosophists such as Annie Besant and C.W. Ledbetter began to write about some of these systems in an open manner. They began by describing them as chakras and explained their connection to spirituality, hoping to educate people on these important points of power within us. Knowledge of chakras has grown slowly, primarily because of the lack of scientific instruments to measure their functions, and our reliance in large measure upon the observation of those with psychic sight. In a society that worships scientific study, it is very difficult to obtain support for phenomena that cannot be measured, seen, heard, held, or kicked. In some ways, this is a sad memorial to what we have become, for it exemplifies the closed-mindedness of the society in general. In other ways, the scientific method of gathering data has brought us to the threshold of the seventh golden age, where we do enjoy the inventions and conveniences that this approach has brought us. It is through the invention of modern technology, however, that chakras are now being validated. More recently, scientific studies of electromagnetic currents, documentation of electrical fields around acupuncture meridians, measures of the biofields of human correlated with aura readings, life-enhanced alternating magnetic fields, and healers' magnetic pulses correlated with the Earth's magnetic field, have supported the psychic observation of many gifted individuals. Yet, in spite of the growing body of evidence regarding these energy fields, it is often difficult for some people to accept this new information into their lives because human energy systems are not visible to the naked eye. Today we stand on the threshold of understanding these power centers and are faced with an exciting future. Our knowledge continues to change and will continue to grow over time as our instruments of measurement evolve and as more people gain psychic sight. This presents an exciting future for humanity. Knowledge related to this area has been largely fragmented. A number of devices like the electrosophranogram, EEG, I'm just going to give them their initial names, the EEG, the EKG, and the SQUID now measure energy fields and have shown that a dysfunction in the energy field often leads to or suggests disease. Other studies have demonstrated a correlation between wave patterns of alternating electric currents on the body's surface and the colors perceived by 12 different aura readers or persons with psychic sight. The chakras and the power of the Kundalini have also been written about. It has only been recently that we have begun to see the multiple dimensions of our energy, our growth, and our spirituality. Barbara Ann Brennan, a scientist healer with psychic sight, has developed a coherent view of the dimensions of the energy system and their relationships to our healing and spiritual growth. Brennan, 1993, describes 4 dimensions of energy systems and creative energies and their interrelationships. They are, number 1, the physical body, the body that behaves in relationship to the other dimensions. 2, the aura, including the chakras, the personality that we develop. 3, the hare, H-A-R-E, the foundation for the personality, which is created out of our intentions. Number 4, the core star level, our divine essence. These dimensions represent energy charges that influence our personalities, and each is a progressively deeper side of our nature. Thus, the core star reflects the basic nature of our soul, whereas the hara, auric, and chakras and physical body are more likely a product of our experiences and levels of our spiritual development. Each of these is discussed below. The physical body. Our physical body and the physical world we experience constitute the miraculous way in which we experience life. This body and this world are maintained by unseen worlds of energy and dimensions that constitute higher vibrations and consciousness.